Alright, my phone died. We're switching to the iPad, so take two. We left off with who was a better driver, 18. Moving on to 24. Who is more spontaneous? And that's definitely Mackenzie. Um, Maybe you all realize this from growing up with her, but she will get something in her head, and like it has to happen like right then and there. Like if, for example, one time we as soon as we went on our trip to Miami, as soon as we got there, I just needed a second to like take in the area, like kind of get used to our surroundings and kind of scope out a plan. And this was like the biggest fight we got into on vacation. But as soon as we got there, she was like, all right, we're going downtown right now. I got this spot picked out. Like, we're going to this taco place. And I had no idea what was going on. And I wanted to kind of gather my bearings and like see what kind of area in Miami she was taking us, because none of us had been there or knew what was going on. So we had a huge argument about it. She takes me down to the middle of Miami, like in the middle of like the randomest kind of shady spot, to like this weird taco stand, like 45 minutes away from where we are staying. And it was just like, just because she was so spontaneous about it, but she always does things like that. It's fine, but she gets the idea in her head, and it has to happen right that moment. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, but we love her for that. And let's see, 35. Who is more likely to ask for directions? I think it's definitely Mackenzie. I'm very northeast, southwest kind of guy with roads and east-west, things like that. So she has lived in this area for a year now, and sometimes doesn't even know like how to get around the town yet. Maybe it's just because I've lived here a while, but she still struggles with like the local roads and even navigating the town we've lived in for a year now. So definitely her on that one. So 43. Who is more likely to wake up with a hangover? Definitely your boy. Yep, that's me. She bounced back pretty well, but I don't know. I'm getting pretty old now, creeping up on 30. But man, even after like a light night, I have like 5-6 beers or something, and I just have gnarly headaches and can't do it like I once did in college. We would pound liquor all night and wake up and go right back at it, no problem. But not anymore. Old man, winding down. So those days are behind me. All right, 50. Who is funnier? I think Mackenzie's pretty funny. I have my moments. I just don't have like, I'm not truly funny. Like, I'll have some witty comments and stuff like that. But Mackenzie's just a very silly, positive, like, just the energy of the party, like, can just hype up any moment, and she just brings that energy, and it's just so fun to be around and can make any situation a good time. So, and she does got some jokes. She's pretty funny in that regard. I've never admitted that to her. I always say I'm funnier, but I'm really not that funny. I'm too analytical. I'm too like left brain to be funny. You got to be right brain to have like that quirkiness, that creativeness. So let's see. 51. Who is a better dancer? Mackenzie. She's a good dancer, but it's comparing her and I. It's not even close. I'm white AF. Like, I like the previous question, I said that I was athletic, but I can't dance. Like, I feel like I have like good footwork on like a basketball court and stuff like that, but when it comes to like the dance floor, like I get nervous, and like public dancing is like one of my biggest fears. And we've been practicing dancing for the wedding, like even the slow dance, like I'm even worried about like the spinning in a circle dancing with her at the slow, like our love song. Like that makes me nervous. Let alone like hip hop dancing or anything like that is like that's traumatizing for me. Like that is like my biggest fear would have to be like publicly dancing in front of people and there's no getting out of it. So that's like what nightmares are made of to me. uh, 53. Who is the most organized? Again, that's totally I. Mackenzie will come home and just throw her stuff on the counter, like throw her shoes in the middle of the room, like will just leave stuff everywhere, like constantly going behind her and picking things up. And the thing is, she like doesn't even realize she's making a mess or doing it. And if it weren't for me, this place would be a pigsty. I'm sorry, Mackenzie, but that's all me. Alright. Last question here. What made you fall in love with Mackenzie? And I've told Mackenzie this a lot, but I always tell her it's her beautiful soul and that it just she's such a beautiful person inside and out. She's beautiful and just it starts on the outside and it goes all the way inside. She's just so caring, so loving, just so compassionate, just genuinely cares about other people and wants to help people and just really loves me and just shows me so much love and is so caring and kind, and it's just how she is, and just she always is just a great beautiful person, and I've just been so attracted to her in that sense that I couldn't find such a sweeter girl to marry, and she's really been a blessing in my life, and very happy I found her. And Mackenzie, I'm not bashing on you on any of these questions. It's all for fun, so don't take any offense to anything I say. I mean it all with love, and you know I love you. And yeah, that should be a wrap. I gotta see if my first 7 questions saved on my phone before it died. But hope you girls are having a fun weekend up there, and you have tattoos in my face all over you and whatnot. So see y'all around.